add the file you just captured into the timeline. Since we already decided earlier to use the narration and music we've already added, let's say we don't want the audio from this clip either. So use the right mouse button to drag this file from the Explorer window to the timeline. Position it so that it snaps to the existing video event and release the mouse button. From the pop-up menu that appears, choose Video Only, Add Video Across Time. This adds just the video portion of the clip to your project. Play the project from just before the second video event. You've created a video sequence that simply cuts from one clip to the next. This is the most widely used edit between two clips, but sometimes you might want a transition of some type between the clips. Let's create a crossfade between the first clip and the second clip. In a crossfade transition, the first clip fades out while the second simultaneously fades in. Drag the second video event to the left so that it begins to overlap the first. You see an X pattern form, and as you drag further to the left, the pattern gets wider. This pattern indicates that a crossfade exists here. A tooltip shows you the crossfade's length. Create a crossfade of approximately 2 seconds. If the second video clip is longer than it needs to be, use one of the techniques that you already learned to trim it down so that it matches the length of the music. Add a fade out to the second video event so that the video fades out with the music. Now, position your cursor just before the crossfade and play the project. You see that now the first clip fades out while the second fades in. You can also create other types of transitions between events. To create such a transition, you need to first create a crossfade, as you did a moment ago. Click the Transitions tab beneath the Explorer window in the window docking area. You may need to click the scroll buttons to see the tab. The Transitions window lists all of the Vegas Pro transitions along the left side. Click any transition in the list. On the right side, you see a number of thumbnails that represent presets for the selected transition. Hover over a thumbnail to see an illustration of how the transition works. Choose Page Peel from the transition list. Drag the top left medium fold thumbnail onto the crossfade area between the two video clips. The Video Event Effects window opens, and here you could change the parameters of the transition if you want to. For now, just close that window. Click the transition area and zoom into your project a bit. Instead of the X that identifies a crossfade, you see the name of the transition listed here. Zoom back out until you see the entire project on the screen, and play the project from just before the transition to see how it looks.
We really wanted, we owe a great deal of thanks to Rick Thiel, who lent not only his time...
Stop playback. If you want a different transition, just choose another and drop it onto the transition area. For instance, select 3D Cascade from the Transitions list and drop the Left to Right preset onto the transition. Close the Video Event Effects window and play through the transition again.
We really wanted, we owe a great deal of thanks to Rick Thiel, who lent not only...